Well, welcome back to the Talk Debate Edition. It's been a couple of years. We've been on hiatus for a while now.
But
we're back
for
with episode 3.
3.
And what's the topic today?
We're actually going to talk about memes, vines, office figures, and notable figures. And so we have a list of people we're going to talk about today, and we're going to assign them a character from the critically acclaimed NBC show The Office. We're going to assign them a meme and then also a vine. And so the first person we're actually going to start with is...
Here, I'll start. I'll ask some questions. Don't look at my binder.
We apologize for the delay in our episodes. You know, we've been working on coming up with quality content, and it took me a year and a half to come up with a good video idea that I didn't come up with myself.
And I mean, I actually have been stuck in a hospital in Costa Rica for a long time after I broke my back after I was ziplining.
His neck.
Wasn't that on Prison Break?
Prison Break?
Pretty sure I saw that on Prison Break.
Nope, that was definitely The Office, and it was his neck.
It was his neck because the harness wasn't strapped in right. But I actually broke my back.
The Office.
My neck. My back.
All right, so who's our first person we're gonna?
All right, so the first question is, what Office character would you assign to the following people? We're gonna start off with no other than Kim K.
Kim Kardashian, the Office character. I'm gonna give her. See, I'm torn between Meredith and Angela because they both kind of hoe around. But I'm actually gonna give her Angela because she's not quite as dirty as Meredith. So I'm gonna give her Angela because she's just all over the place.
Do you agree with that?
Kind
Or
of
do you have-
tossing her lady bits around.
Disclaimer, I have only made it through 3 seasons of The Office, and I know about 4 people's names, so I'm going to be saying a lot of the same people.
Hey, that's okay. They're very versatile characters.
That's
true.
good. That's good to hear.
The next person is another Kim.
Okay.
Can you guess who?
Kim Jong-un.
You are right, sir.
Okay, Kim Jong-un.
Battle of the Kims.
An Office character for Kim Jong-un. Oh, man. He's like really a dictator.
It's got to be Kevin.
Kevin?
Yep.
I don't know.
Kevin's
See,
dumb.
he's kind of a dictator, so I'm going to call him Robert California.
Ooh,
Because he just creeps the hell out of me, and he's really like strict.
Alright.
and
that's a good one. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Sure.
Do you even know who Robert California
I don't
is?
think he
I made
hasn't
it to that
yet,
season.
but that's okay. He's really creepy and wears bad clothes and everything.
All right.
So.
I concur.
Strips sometimes.
I concur.
All right. Next one is Simon Cowell, because you know America's Got Talent is going on right now,
An Office character for
so he's
Simon
relevant.
Cowell.
We're trying to get views.
Isn't there somebody on the show named Omar?
Omar?
What?
No.
Am I wrong?
There's no one on
Must be a
Simon
must be a
Cowell
different show.
has to be... I really don't like him, so I'm going to give him Toby.
Ooh,
He's the worst.
that's a blow.
That's a blow. That's what she said.
Are you the way that you are?
Why are you the way that you are? I hate.
I agree.
Okay.
That's just,
the way
you know, I'm going to
choose
be
to be.
moral support for this category.
Okay. Next one we have is Howie Mandel, another America's Got Talent judge. I feel like he's a likable guy, except he's bald, and I don't like bald
Howie
people.
Mandel is...
I have a fear of them. Okay, I really do.
You just alienated half our fan base, Kennedy.
Sorry.
Howie Mandel's probably Andy because he's like a little bit on the fruity side.
I get that. He wears fun clothes too, like Andy.
Yeah, fun
Is
clothes.
Andy a germaphobe?
Not really.
No,
But I think that the fruitiness kind of fits well.
but Andy did date a germaphobe, so
Oh, well,
Yeah.
perfect.
I mean,
It's true. All right, who's next?
okay. Next is Joe Biden,
Joe Biden.
my hero.
Michael Scott. Easy answer there. Can't go wrong with that.
I like that.
He's just the best.
It's
Everybody
true.
loves him.
I agree.
President
Especially me.
2020.
Obama, or you
Daryl.
could even say just because he's black.
Yes.
Okay. What about you can do a character for Joe Obama?
For them together,
Yeah,
Michael Scott,
Michael Scott.
President 2020.
I get that. Okay, what about Justin Trudeau?
Ugh.
Canadian
Prime Minister, the hunk of all hunks.
Oh, man.
He's a stand-up fella. I'm gonna give Justin
Who is
Trudeau.
Pam's old boyfriend?
Roy. Roy kind of sucks.
Roy does suck.
Okay.
Jim. I'm gonna give Justin Trudeau Jim because they're both attractive men.
True.
And John
I would-
Krasinski's a stand-up
I
guy.
would take that ride.
I bet you. I mean, if you tempt me, I'll say the same thing.
I bet you.
Okay. So we have the next one. It's a biggie. Queen Elizabeth.
Phyllis.
Why do
That
you
was
say
a very
that?
quick answer, Mr.
Phyllis.
Longbottom. Can you explain yourself?
She's matronly. She's kind of old, a little bit tubby.
Now we alienated the Brits. Sorry, everybody.
Anything else you'd like to add to that, Austin?
He's right.
Okay. Great. Next is Alex Jones.
The
Oh
classic
my
angry
gosh.
Fox commentator.
He's
He's angry all the time.
well, but he's so just clumsy in his actions, and I keep going back to the episode where Kevin drops his
Chili is Kevin's famous chili. So I feel like, and they have the same body type, and they're a little bit clueless about basic things.
Does Kevin think though that modern chemicals turn frogs gay?
Probably. He's a dumbass.
He tried to save that turtle, so.
He tried to save a turtle and didn't. So I'm gonna give.
Gonna be Kevin.
Kevin is Alex Jones.
right.
Absolutely. We're next going to talk about memes for those same 10 people that we had before, starting with who was first? Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian, a meme.
Her sex tape. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Let's move on.
Okay. All right. So you concede to that point?
I conceded that point.
You can't. It's.
Kim Jong-un,
for
a meme. Oh my gosh.
I just can't. Like, sorry.
Oh man, I gotta go back to.
He's a very meme person, right? He's like.
all sorts of. We have a vast library to drop on.
You look very concentrated.
It's kind of tacky because it's him, but the one of like him on a horse, riding through a field. It's supposedly his favorite movie, but I don't know if that's actually true.
Like there's a movie with Kim Jong-un
Just riding a horse through a field of flowers.
Fascinating.
That's great, actually.
All right, I'll take it. I really can't think of anything else. He's
You're kind of sucking it up.
He's
this
kind of his own
episode.
meme.
hey, genius. Has a
Genius
price.
takes time.
Okay, let's move on.
Next
please.
one, Simon Cowell,
Simon Cowell,
a meme.
I'm not getting anything.
I don't think this is a Vine because it's way.
No, we're on
longer.
memes
right now.
I know, but I think I'm just making sure it's not a Vine.
Okay.
It's that video of the girl who is trying to sing.
Oh,
I feel like that's accurate.
that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Because he can't sing, so he just judges people.
He just
who
judges
can.
people.
So you're good with that one?
Yeah, I can take that.
All right, we're gonna go to Howie Mandel,
Howie
the bald
Mandel for a
legend.
meme.
The guy sprinkling salt.
Why? Because he's just a categorically salty person?
I feel like
Because
he's
salt is used to clean wounds, and Howie Mandel's a germaphobe.
oh.
Clean wounds with salt?
I mean,
Well, back in the day, before we had
Back in the day before we had modern medicine?
if you had a cut on your arm, I'd just be like. Rub some
can you
salt
do
on
that again?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just like that.
Any of like the bleach memes would probably
Yeah,
be accurate.
Mr. Clean. It's gotta be Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean.
All the memes from the Super Bowl this year when there's like the. Oh, yep.
That's a good
That's
one.
gotta be
All
it.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden for a meme.
The Biden-Obama memes.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
just
kind of a
anything like-
cop out, but come
So you
on.
want it
them like
combined,
walking,
just Joe
and
Obama?
smiling down the White House hallway.
The
or
friendship
like the ones that are like
the friendship
you know,
bracelets.
yeah, their whole.
Or like any of the Joe Bidens where he's like, he's calling like President Obama during a meeting. He's like, "No, Joe, not that." Like,
exactly.
Yeah, that's good. So we'll just skip over Obama
Yep.
because
Yeah,
they're
that's
just like
couples with
they're
it,
one
right?
person.
Couple memes.
Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau for a meme. Yeah, he's a hunk and he's handing out love. So, wait, that's a meme, or that's a Vine though. So I can't do that one yet.
I feel like any and all SpongeBob memes.
Elaborate.
Because he just kind of reminds me of Larry the Lobster a little bit.
Living like Larry.
Why?
Well, because Larry the Lobster is this like cool authoritative figure, and everyone loves him because he's a hunk, and also because he.
Ooh,
is
Johnny
awesome.
Bravo.
Yes, Johnny the Lobster.
The swole SpongeBob cartoon lobster. That's what we're gonna combine there.
Great. Queen Elizabeth.
For me,
A meme.
I feel like she's low key a little bit hoey. So like wait, no, that's a Vine too. Dang it.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
It's got to be the. This might be a Vine, but I don't care. It's got to be the one where the two little girls are making the video or whatever, and the mom busts through the door and is like, "Which one of you forgot to flush the toilet?" Disgusting. It's gotta be that one.
That's so
'Cause
true.
I feel like that's the way she is. She is that. She's that woman. Like that's the way she is in the castle.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Last one for memes. Alex Jones, a meme.
You know we're taking this back, but it's gotta
Go
be.
back?
It's gotta be that boy. Because
Just bust through the wall.
because he has this like
Boom!
He has this paranoid fear of gay frogs. And
Do you think that
and
that
I feel
boy
like
is a gay
that
frog?
well, yes. So and my reasons being he's riding a unicycle, and
Which is kind of questionable on
and
sexuality.
uni stands
anyways.
for one, and
homosexual.
which is the same.
Yes.
And one is the same as itself, and there you go.
100%.
That boy on a unicycle,
100%.
he's a frog. He's probably a gay frog. Alex Jones, worst nightmare.
Yep.
You know, what I mean, we
And
compared
so
him to
like
Oedipus
we're not.
last
I mean, you know,
time.
like we're not gonna give him that frog because like he embodies it. It's because like it's the bane of his existence.
Indeed. Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit! What up, Alex Jones?
Okay.
Get mad about that. Why don't you?
There. Uni, it means one. It's the same.
All right.
And film me.
And we're back.
Okay.
Two.
So sorry for that. We're finally gonna finish this up with assigning vines to those same 10 people. And so before we get into that, I think that we need to clarify that we're gonna be basing lots of this analysis off of just like really, really foundational personality assessment. Okay, like really foundational. You know, like Freudian or Philip Zimbardo, like psychology, where we talk about like how people function in a world with no limits to their behavior. And so we're gonna kind of I'll start with like Kim Jong-un, like in a world
No,
where
you have to start with.
so we'll start
Kim
with
K.
Kim Kardashian. So like in a world without limits, where like we're just analyzing her basest her basest character. I'm gonna go with the Vine where it's like the girl who's like a hoe never gets cold because she a hoe, you know, like and if in like a world with no rules, you better believe she's not loyal to Kanye anymore. Like
I mean, Kanye probably isn't loyal to
No,
her. Let's-
Kanye's only
these
loyal
hoes
to
ain't
Kanye.
loyal.
He's not true.
These hoes ain't loyal. Yeah.
I like
I mean,
that.
he even sang about it. He knows that Kim is a gold digger. Like, I ain't saying she's a gold digger,
What's that?
but she ain't messing with no broke.
People.
There goes another quarter of our fan base. What are you doing? I'm not affiliated with him.
Do you want to say anything about that, or do you agree with him?
God, I agree with none of it. But let's move on.
Okay, Kim Jong Un.
Kim Jong-un, a Vine?
A potato flew.
No way! That's what was in here. I was about to say that. I don't know why. I have no idea why I was gonna give him that one, but that's what it is.
It's because the Irish had the Great Potato Famine and Kim Jong Un is starving.
Is
his people.
starving his people. A potato flew around my room before.
And his people probably hallucinate potatoes flying around their room.
because they're so hungry.
if they have four walls.
Probably not though. Nobody
Alright.
really knows.
Moving on to Simon Cowell.
How did you know?
I don't know.
Simon Cowell, a Vine. I don't know. What's like the snarkiest meme you can think of?
Oh, it was like the guy that's in like the skull robe. He's like, every time you put a hand on me, I'm gonna f your face off. What did he do to you? Because he pushed me.
That's probably it. Honestly, you know, because like he's a categorically really sassy person. But I think that the reason for that is because he's really discontent with something in his personal life. And I'm going to venture and say that it's his sex life because he's a very repulsive person.
He has a son.
Yeah, but I feel like that was pity sex.
Oh.
He's not a very attractive person. And so again, we're talking about like Freudian things, like why people do things the way they do, and it's because of something in their childhood. And I think it's because he had a very upsetting childhood where people judged him constantly, and so now the only way for him to pass that on and make him feel better about himself is to pass judgment on poor people who just are trying to be their best in life.
I think he's because he's a rich old white British man.
So he's the reincarnation of John Locke.
Yes.
All right, that was deep. Moving
Howie
on.
Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
It's Vine is so far gone. I'm having trouble thinking of them.
Vine is never gone.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, nobody's making new ones, and so it's kind of tough. I don't know. What's something clean? You know, just like Howie Mandel. He's kind of an enigma. I'm trying to think of something.
I don't know. You're the Vine expert behind the camera.
Yeah, help us out for a second.
I mean, I don't know if this is a Vine, but I think it's at Chuck E. Cheese. The worker was just throwing a mop everywhere. Like, I don't know. I saw it recently, so it's probably not a Vine, but I mean, it's a short video, so.
Well, that works. I
I'd
like
take
it.
that.
Yeah, it was just throwing, and
I got nothing
He's
better.
just so focused on cleanliness.
it's pretty good. All right, next one, Joe Biden, or you can do Joe Obama if
Joe
you want to
Biden.
put them
For
together.
Vine,
Yes.
just guys being dudes.
Two dudes being guys. Show me. Okay.
I feel like that's both Obama and Joe Biden.
I like it. I like it.
It's a good one. It's a good
They're
one.
just bros to the fullest extent that you can be bros. Joe Biden.
And also, you'd
2020.
be like two bros chilling in the hot tub.
Joe Biden 2020.
Because they're not gay.
Get out and vote. Get out the vote. I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna take a minute and be serious here for a second. In these midterm elections, not to mention the 2020 presidential election, I know that we all feel like we can't influence politics very much and the government is corrupt and whatnot, but it's really important for us to get out the vote because really just like down on their luck derelict people like my co-host here are the reason why government sucks, but at the same time the only way to make it better is for us to vote. And so like we can make a difference because we're proving it here today. We're talking about important things while coupling it with things that are relevant to us. I don't know what he's doing right now, but it's really important to hashtag GOTV.
Okay, are you
You're
done
off
with
your
that?
soapbox now?
Yep.
Ew, I just spit.
Who? Me. I had something in my mouth.
Okay, so are we
Donald
good with
Trump
Joe
is what was
Obama?
in my mouth. Yeah. Who's next?
When does this video end?
Soon.
What is wrong with you?
Okay.
Justin Trudeau's next, right?
Yes.
For a Vine.
Oh, Canada just legalized marijuana. Justin, is that a weed?
No.
No, this is the executive office. I'm calling the Mounties. 911. What's your emergency, eh?
What?
I feel like I need to remix that line now.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'm lightheaded.
You're
Okay.
crying.
I'm calling the Mounties.
Queen Elizabeth for a Vine.
Yes, Queen Elizabeth.
Oh man.
There's gotta be meat vines with like old people in them. She's ancient.
She's
gotta
so
be, she's
old.
gotta be like 120 at this point.
She's gotta be 310.
At least.
At least.
Queen
At least
Elizabeth.
7.
No one thinks that's funny except for us.
Fine for Queen E.
I don't even know what this one's called, and maybe it's just because she's had so many birthdays, right? It's the one of the girl who has this cake with all the candles on it, and then she's got all these helium balloons above her, you know, and whatever, and one of the balloons gets a little bit too close, and the whole thing just goes, vroom, and all the balloons go up.
And she's old, so she's gotta make mistakes like that sometimes.
And everyone just starts screaming, you know? I feel like, you know, that's just kind of the queen. I mean, God save the queen and all.
God save the
I
queen.
also feel like it's she could be the one that, like the girl is playing Nicki Minaj, like Anna Wayne or Drake, that one, and then the mom's like, no, stop, and like screaming and trying to turn it off.
She's the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
She's
I
trying
like
to
it.
save us all.
Who's next?
Who's next?
The last one of mine, Alex Jones.
There's got to be so many good
Remind
ones
me
for
of like
this.
when it was like, he's back. Or what did they say?
Yeah, who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? That's later in the office. You haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, okay.
Um,
There's gotta be a good one.
So a Vine for Alex Jones.
There's gotta be a good one.
You know, not
He's
gonna
really
hear you.
paranoid, and I don't. Okay, it's not technically a Vine, but it's a video. So like I don't know what you call it, but I gave it to Hillary Clinton in the last one. You know, like the X-Men, like
Oh,
the
X-Files.
X-Files
X-Files. I'm sorry, X-Files.
scene.
You know, he's really paranoid and
Oh, and he always believes in these conspiracy theories
conspiracies.
and stuff.
I would give it that as a good one. I mean, again, not a technically a Vine, but
It's got to be the one. It's got to be the one where it starts playing that song, and it's got the guy in the big green alien suit on the treadmill, and like as he's walking along, you know, plays the X-Files theme, looks at the camera, and like hits the blinds and like falls out. It's got to be that because he's so paranoid.
he's so
you know?
paranoid, and he's a weird.
Oh man, he's so weird.
He's got so much going on with
He's
him.
so frogs, gay frogs.
Gay frogs.
Hell.
Anything you'd like to say to our viewers before we sign off?
Thank you for putting up with our absence
Well,
for
and
2 years.
Was I right that you had a bonus question for us today?
Yeah, I forgot it. But let me
Forgot it.
think of it.
Okay.
Well, while you're thinking,
Yeah, we'd like to give a few thanks to the girl behind the camera who, I mean, she's recently
been the best friend that anyone could ask for, and she's so funny, and all of her jokes are funny, and we laugh at her jokes all the time, because she's just such a funny and nice and really amazing person. She's single. Okay, bye.
I'd like to also thank my Lord and Savior, Coach Dan Johnson.
thank you to the viewers.
Shout out to Michael Scott for always being there for me. Literally always. I've watched that show like 19 times.
I'd like to thank our 50
25.
viewers and apologize to all bald
All
people,
those alienated.
British people.
gonna
Gays
do
maybe
some-
a little bit because of the gay frog thing.
Also frogs.
Frogs in general, yeah. Green people.
Maybe all the people that we mentioned in
No,
this.
Koreans for sure.
Canadians.
Canadians don't care. They'd say sorry to us.
That's true. Anyone on America's Got Talent right now?
What do you mean?
I mean, you kind of insulted their.
No, they're okay.
They can take it.
They can take it. They're getting judged by Simon Cowell.
making more money than we are.
Yep.
What's the bonus question, dear?
The bonus question is, which bear is best?
What kind of bear is best?
Polar bears.
Well,
They're huge.
no. First of all,
They're dying.
that's a ridiculous question.
Save the
There
polar
are
bears.
essentially two schools of thought.
Save the polar bears. That's the only school. All the
False.
other bears
Okay,
don't
Austin,
matter.
I'm gonna get real with you for here for a second. It's too late. And me as like, I'm gonna be an environmental lawyer, and as much as I hate to say it, it's too late because there's nothing that we can do at this point that will categorically save them in a sweeping sense. And that makes me want to cry. But because they are the best kind of bear. I mean, that's the first, that's the, okay, so like there are two schools of thought. That's the first school of thought, that polar bears are best. The second school of thought is that the best kind of bear is bear,
Don't scream that one.
bear,
Okay. Anyways,
Michael Scott.
false. Bears eat beets. Bears. Beets.
Battlestar Galactica. I'm so sad.
Saying
I'm saving
goodbye.
the polar bears. And you can help if you support us on Patreon. I haven't set up our account yet.
Let's
Yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and Venmo me. It's just my name, Ben Longbottom, all one. No.
I'll link
nothing
all of
else.
our Instagrams
and Venmos.
and Venmos.
Yeah, definitely.
I just have a PayPal
Follow me on
account.
Insta. I post some really dank stuff. Like
You don't get very many likes. though.
recently, I got 75 likes. That was a lot.
You see how much Austin gets? He's a.
Well, and it's because I unfollowed a bunch of
Instagram
people, and I think it
slayer.
made them upset. I only follow like 85 people on Instagram because I'm trying to cut down on my social media presence because for a while I was highly addicted.
We'll see you next time. We'll see you next time on the Dog Debate Edition. We need like an outro.
I hate both of you.
Thank you.